This Monday, 40 years in the wrestling business.
Mm.
That's where it all started. Do you get a little nostalgic
Oh
saying
yeah,
this back?
yeah, I do. Uh, it makes me think of my career, and it makes me think of how long I've been doing it. It also makes me think of how quickly things go by, because it was an exciting moment in my life, and in many ways, it feels like it just happened. In many ways, it feels like it was a long, long time ago. But more than anything else, it makes me realize how fortunate I've been on many stops in my career. I mean, I was just a fat redneck from Craigsville, and I got a chance to do what I love, baseball. I got a chance to do what I love, wrestling. Uh, and I've said this before. Everything that I wanted to do in life professionally, I've I've done it. Really,
Yep.
I did baseball, did wrestling, worked for the biggest radio station in Atlanta, WSB. When I got there, I remember thinking, "Hey, I would like to do some Braves stuff," and they put me on the Braves network. And then I said, "Hey, I'd like to do some Georgia Bulldog work." And eventually, through efforts of my own, I was the producer of the Georgia Bulldog network, and did some coaches interviews with Mark Richt, and did his show. And so everything that I wanted to do, every little goal of mine that I've wanted to do, I've done. And not many people can say that. Yeah, because you got to persevere. I mean, you really have to persevere and hang in there. And I say hang in there. I tell kids all the time when they ask, "Give me some advice." And my advice is hang in there. And you've got to hang in there. You got to be around. The reason they chose me to do that interview with Ric Flair was two things. Number one, because I talked to Frances about it and bothered her about it. And number two, I was just there. I happened to be around. Right place at the right time. Tom Romanesco, who was the general manager of the first baseball team that I worked for, the Greensboro Hornets, in 1981, where I left Greensboro with a wife. Tom Romanesco told me, he said, luck is a part of the game. He said, but you make your own luck by hard work and just being around. And I really think that's the deal. I was around when they needed someone for the Georgia Bulldogs. There I was. They needed someone to do some work for the Atlanta Braves. There I was. When WCW went tits up, Tony Storm, thank you very much. When WCW went tits up, that day I had an interview with WSB and got a job there. So I was just, again, you make your own breaks. I really do. I really think so. So, and also I think, I started at a time to where the announcing profession was competitive back then, but nothing like it is right now. Man, it's competitive. Back then, not everybody wanted to be a wrestling announcer, right? Because it had a stigma. But there's a lot of people who'd love to be wrestling announcers now. And
But you keep taking all their jobs.
yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because you're
fun.
around.
Yeah, because
You're at
I'm
every
around.
show. You're around.
I'm around. It's funny. They did an interview with me for the Atlanta Journal Constitution. It was like a little thing. I wish I could find it. And one
When
of the
was this?
questions, oh God, I don't know. I know I've got it here somewhere.
Way
And
back
they
when?
way back. It was probably like in '84 when I first
Okay.
started. And they just would like question and answer. And one of the questions was, "What do you say to a young person who wants to become a wrestling announcer?" And my response was, "Don't call Jim Crockett. We've got enough already."
I love that.
Yeah. And Johnny Weaver read that and like just howled laughing. Uh, so yeah, I'll have to find that. That's somewhere around here. Anyway, so yeah, just got to persevere, guys. The break's not going to always go your way, but and of course, then again, You never know how great your life is going to be until you meet Conrad Thompson
Oh my
and
God, will you stop?
start doing this podcast and turn things around. So there you go.
Dude, 40 years. Happy anniversary, Tony. It was
Thanks, bud.
a great honor to be able to watch this back with you.